Hey everyone, welcome back to Fact Horizon, your go-to channel for mind-bending facts and fascinating what-if scenarios. Today, we're diving into a cosmic question that's sure to make you look at the night sky a little differently. What if Earth had rings like Saturn? How would our world change? What would the rings look like from Earth? And how would they affect life as we know it? Stick around because we're about to explore all of that and more. Saturn's rings are one of the most iconic features in our solar system. But what if Earth had rings of its own? To imagine this, we first need to understand the scale and appearance of Saturn's rings. Saturn's rings are made up of billions of particles, ranging in size from tiny grains of sand to massive boulders. These particles are primarily composed of water ice with a mix of rocky material. Now, let's imagine Earth with its own set of rings. These rings would likely be made up of similar materials, the combination of ice and rock. The appearance of these rings would vary depending on where you are on the planet. For example, people living near the equator would see a massive, bright arc stretching across the sky, while those closer to the poles might only see a thin band on the horizon. Imagine standing on a beach, looking out at the ocean, with a giant ring system arching overhead. The rings would add a breathtaking new dimension to our sunsets and sunrises, casting shadows and creating new light patterns in the sky. In some parts of the world, the rings would be visible day and night, becoming a constant feature of our skies. But having rings wouldn't just be about the aesthetics. The presence of rings would have significant effects on our planet and life as we know it. First off, let's talk about the climate. The rings would cast shadows on Earth, especially during certain times of the year when the angle of the sunlight is just right. This could lead to cooler temperatures in some regions and potentially change weather patterns. Some areas might experience less sunlight, affecting the growth of plants and crops, which could, in turn, impact food supply. On the other hand, the rings might reflect some sunlight back into space, slightly cooling the planet overall. Phenomenon that could potentially help mitigate global warming, though with unpredictable side effects. Next, let's consider how the rings could influence space travel and the safety of Earth itself. The rings would be made up of countless particles, and as the Earth rotates and revolves around the Sun, these particles would sometimes collide with space debris, potentially creating meteor showers that would be visible from Earth. While these meteor showers could be spectacular to watch, they might also pose risks to satellites and spacecraft. Additionally, space agencies would need to carefully navigate through or around the rings to avoid collisions. But it's not all about potential hazards. The rings could also have fascinating effects on our technology and even our culture. The rings could interfere with satellite signals or even be used to our advantage in communications, depending on their composition and structure. Imagine bouncing signals off the rings to reach remote parts of the world more efficiently. On the cultural side, Earth's rings would likely inspire countless myths, stories, and works of art. They could become a symbol of unity or division, depending on how they are perceived by different societies. Over time, Earth's rings could also change due to gravitational forces, interactions with the moon, or impacts from other celestial bodies. This means that the rings might look different to future generations, constantly evolving and reshaping the way we see the sky. Of course, the presence of rings would have impacted the development of human civilization from the very beginning. Our ancestors would have grown up with this awe-inspiring feature in the sky, possibly altering everything from navigation to religious beliefs. The rings could have served as an ancient calendar, marking the passage of time, or as a sign of the divine. But beyond the practical and cultural implications, there's something deeply fascinating about imagining our world with rings. It's a reminder of how unique our planet is, even without this stunning feature. While it's fun to speculate, Earth as it is, blue, green, and full of life, is already a marvel in its own right. So what do you think? Would Earth be a better place with rings like Saturn? Or do you prefer our planet just the way it is? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Fact Horizon for more intriguing what-if scenarios and mind-blowing facts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.